She joined. Okay, there's someone else joining us, and then we will start. Hi, Anna. How are you? Putting someone else can be perfect. So we'll start now, guys. We're already live on YouTube. And for those who don't know me yet, my name is Tammy. I'm from the countryside of São Paulo. It's a city called São José dos Campos. And if I'm talking too fast, and in case you do not understand if I'm talking too fast, please let me know, because I tend to talk pretty quickly. And so this is not a class. This is just a facilitation, like we're facilitating you to communicate in English. So feel free to unmute and aggregate on whatever your colleague or your, wouldn't say classmate, but your, let's say, colleague is talking about. So you don't kind of have to wait for me to say, Junior, is your turn, Sylvia, is your turn, Yasmin, is your turn, Anderson. You can kind of go ahead. How we do this is I have some questions I'm going to be asking you guys. So today we're going to be talking about series. With my TNT, I usually do one kind of a deep talk and one fun talk and then another deep talk. So it's every other week. Last week we talked about fears and what holds us back. And then this week we're going to talk about series. So I am going to start by asking you guys to quickly introduce yourselves and tell us where you're from. And I'm going to let Mariani start.
We start? Okay. I'm Mariani. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Recife. I live in Dublin for 2 years. And next week I have an important exam. So I'm here because I need to improve my English. Because I'm a little shy to talk.
Nice, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I can get to see you a few more times. I know it's very early in Brazil, but for you it's a little bit better. You don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning. Let's go.
I've been here.
So lucky. So lucky. I went to bed at almost 1 a.m. and I had to wake up at 6 and have a shower and prepare my kind of a breakfast, which is a Red Bull. And then so I'm still kind of like a little bit sleepy. Let me hear from you, Anderson. Can you please introduce yourself? You can be very brief. That's fine.
Okay, sorry if you see me that I'm always distracted, don't worry about, because when I say that I'm very busy, I'm talking with other guys here in my house in the same time. I'm do the watch, and I'm working too, so don't worry. My name is Anderson Cruz Anton. I live in Angola. I live in Angola, so I'm a geographic engineer and I'm here to improve my English too. So not only improve my English and know new people and enjoy the meeting. I think it's that so.
Very nice. And how did you find about us? About TNT?
I don't remember because I think so it takes so much time. Maybe 1 year ago. I don't remember, but I think it's on Facebook or something like this or something. But I have said that is the social media.
And how about you, Junior? I know you've already mentioned a few things, but now we are live on YouTube and people want to know, where are you from?
I'm Junior. I'm 32. I come from Northeast from Brazil, but I have been living in Germany about 3 years. I have learned German and I have been learning English about 2 years. That's so. And I found TNT. I think I'm not sure, but our on Instagram or YouTube, I think.
Nice, very nice. So let me go ahead and hear from Sylvia. Sylvia, how are you?
Hi guys, my name is Silvia Coelho. I'm from Belém do Pará, but I live in São Paulo for more than 20 years. I am married. I have two kids, a girl and a boy. I am an engineer. Now I'm here to improve my English because I've been studying English for all my life, but still I don't I don't be so comfortable to speaking, but I'm trying. So I don't know about you talking live on YouTube. Oh my God. But okay, let's do it.
I think that's the way to go, facing your fears. I used to hate speaking in public. I don't hate it. I love it and I used to love it, but I had this fear of speaking in public. And talking to you guys helped me a lot. So I don't shake anymore when I talk to people. But before I used to be like, shaking and because I'm behind a camera, no one will see it, but I'm like, oh my God. Let's hear from Yasmin. How are you, Yasmin? Where are you from and how did you find out about TNT?
Hello, my name is Yasmin. I'm 19 years old and I study English since 2011. I am an English teacher and I live in São Paulo. I found TNT because one friend told me, so I made a research about it and I'm here.
Great, thank you. Oh, I found you. I was trying to find your photo because someone joined in, but that was Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you?
Hey guys, sorry, it's really early to me, today. And I just wake up and I'm here because last week I didn't I didn't come here, and yeah, just is not I'm really lazy, sorry guys. I just listen, I think it would yeah.
Early morning. I'm so sorry to wake you up so early. How are you, Manu? Manu Vieira. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us how you found out about TNT?
Hello guys, my name is Manu. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Brasilia. I found the TNT October last year on Instagram, and now I'm a Spanish host here too. So I think it's this.
And are you a host in English?
No, I am a Spanish host here in TNT.
Nice. What time are your sessions?
I start my session on April 16 at 6 p.m. on Friday.
I'll try to join for sure. I need to learn Spanish. I need to do like Junior. Junior speaks another language and he's learning English. So I need to be like him and I need to multitask like Anderson. Anderson is doing 10,000 things while he's also participating with us. This is amazing. And let me hear from you, Daniela.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniella. I live in Ipatinga, which is in Minas Gerais, and I'm 27 years old. I'm a nutritionist, and I'm here to improve my English. And I found out about TNT because one friend told me. So that's it. Thank you.
And last but not least, let's hear from Endo. Endo has been here before. How are you, Endo? I remember
I'm
you.
fine. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Indo Miller. I am from Goiânia, but nowadays I live in Campinas doing my PhD research. I am 32 years old. I'm a geologist, and that's it.
Cool. So guys, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to split us into 2 rooms because we have enough people to split into 2 rooms. And I'm going to send you the questions right now. So bear with me. So 2 things I'm going to mention before we split. Come on. He always does that to me. Sorry. Okay, I have 6 questions because we're going to be talking about series and I know how cool series are. So we'll probably keep extending the conversation. I'm going to split this into 2 rooms. And what you're going to be doing is on the second room, in which I'm not going to be there, you choose someone and this person is going to kind of guide the room. But I want this to be a conversation. So that's what we're here for, to practice English. So we don't have to wait for other people to tell us, can you talk right now? Feel free, go ahead and talk. I'm pretty sure you're probably not as talkative as I am, but please try to be so. And then you can practice your English. 2 tips I'm going to give you guys is series is both plural and singular. So if you're going to talk about one series, you talk about one series with S. You don't say one series. So you say series for both singular and plural. And another thing which I see people doing all the time is suspense. Suspense is thriller. So I even wrote in one of the questions, so you guys know what it is. See, question 2 says thriller, romance, sitcom. And so thriller significa suspense. Então, se vocês não sabiam, aí uma palavrinha nova. Okay. Anna, I might need your help because I need to split the group and I always do it wrong. So guys, I'm going to split us into 2 rooms. And if I invite you back, it's because I made a mistake. So, so bear with me.
Create 2 rooms and then delete 1.
I create 2 and delete 1.
Yeah.
Aha, thank you. Breakout rooms, create 2 breakout rooms, and then I'll delete whenever they start going in, right? Perfect. And then open our rooms. Perfect. Guys, I'll call you all back 15 minutes before. Okay. Anderson, I think he's probably away. Anderson, are you there? Oh, yes, he is in the second room. Great. So it's just us ladies. We're gonna, I am going to go ahead and ask the first question is, do you prefer series or movies? And I want to know if any of you wants to go first.
Well, I prefer movies because it's, and I prefer movies because it's fast. It's not, I don't have to watch a lot of continuations. It's like, I think it's this.
How about you, Mariani?
Before I preferred movies. So now, because the locking down, I watching some series. And I prefer movie because I don't like wait. I really don't like waiting. When the best part in the series finish. So I need to wait more 6 months or sometimes 7 months. Generally, I'm starting series when I know the series finished. So I can continue for a long time. So some friends say, no, just you need a mini series. So I like in both, but I watch a movie every single day.
I think it's very clever what you do. I was going to mention that I do never watch a new series.
Yeah.
Wait until they have like 3 or 4 seasons. So by the time I'm still finishing the second, they are releasing the fifth. I'm like, great, I don't have to wait one whole week to get it.
Unfortunately, I restarted the crawl, so I need to wait more time. I hate it, really.
And how about you, Yasmin? Do you prefer series or do you prefer movies?
I prefer series, but sometimes I don't have patience to wait for the new seasons. And I just forgot about the series, but series are my favorite.
Oh, how about you, Daniela?
Yeah, I like both as well, but I like how to say, recently I have been watching more series than movies, but I usually take the series that the episodes are short. So I try to find a balance.
I have I don't think this is not kind of like my theory, but that's what I think. Anxious people, they cannot watch series because the series they don't have an end. And people who are anxious, we are always waiting for the end, for the outcome. And the series they never do. Because every time they're gonna get any closer to the outcome, they create another one, and then something else is gonna happen, and you're like, "What is it gonna happen? What's gonna happen?" And am I gonna have to wait for another year for the next season so then I know what's gonna happen? So it kind of creates even more anxiety. That's what I think. What do you ladies think?
I think
Yeah,
it's exactly you say because you wait on a year for another continuation, so it's hard. I don't know, make me. Oh my gosh, I wait 1 year for the continuation of the series.
And you suffer
So
for the year, right? Like
yes.
Lucilia has just arrived. I think Lucilia is the host with us already. Aren't you, Lucilia? Have you started hosting already?
No, I haven't. Morning, I haven't. I start having another schedule. As I told you, my college come back, my EAD classes. So now I can be a host, but sometimes I try to be in NTNT morning.
Thank you for joining. Lucilia, we are talking about series. I'm going to copy and paste the questions again. And you got in just in time because we have finished replying to the first, or we all have finished replying to the first question. So what I'm going to ask is, can you please briefly introduce yourself? Tell us your name. We already know where you're from and how you found out about TNT. And then you can answer question 1, which is, do you prefer series or do you prefer movies?
So, hi, morning. My name is Lucilia. I live in Salvador. I am 19 years old. I'm a veterinary student. And I love series. Actually, I ain't got time to watch series for now. But I do. My favorite series is Breaking Bad, and I rather watch series than movies.
Oh, I never watched Breaking Bad. I started watching the first and then I did like first, second, and third. And I was like, no, 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 I'm going to stop because otherwise I'm going to waste all my weekend watching this. Let's
Yeah.
go. Go.
The first season is a little bit slow, there's not a lot of things happening. Actually, there is a transition for everything was gonna happen after. But it isn't too good, but after that it is amazing. You should give another chance.
I kind of do want to, but the problem with series is when you get addicted to that, you leave everything on aside and you go watch the series. You're like, oh, I really need to go to the hospital because I'm dying. No, that's fine. I'm just watch one more episode. So you kind of like everything goes, it's not priority anymore. And at the moment, I cannot stand for that. I cannot afford to do that. I'm also studying, Lucilia, and I have my own company, and I'm also doing the TNT. So it's just like I have no time. I barely have time for my boyfriend. So you're doing very right. Focus on your studies, and then you can host a TNT. Because otherwise, you're gonna go crazy. You'll be like, no, I'm gonna explode. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing I do never give up is TNT. I had to change the timing because of work, because I used to be 8 in the morning. And then Fia was like, oh, we can cancel if you need because you're pretty booked, right? And I was like, no, we changed timing. I'll wake up an hour earlier, but we're not gonna give up on TNT because I think this is super duper important. So for all the hosts who are watching this and for you too, Manu, because I know you're a host, thank you very much for taking the time to do that. I think this is very important. Let's go for question 2. Who wants to start answering question 2? Question is, I'm actually going to ask one of the girls to read the question out loud. Can you please?
Me? You.
Yeah, go ahead, Lucilia. Yep.
Yeah,
Read.
I'm not finding in the chat. Okay. So, what's your favorite type of series? Thriller, romance, sitcom? I think it's thriller. I think Breaking Bad is a thriller, and another series that I watch is another thriller. I mean, now I get a, how can I say that? I kind of run away from my studies to watch How to Get Away with a Murder, and it's a thriller. And the last season, I think the sixth season, the last season, and it was amazing. And another series that I used to watch, it is a kind of suspense and drama, so it's a thriller.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet, but I don't even want to start because I have too many on my plate now. Let's go. How about you, Manu? What's your favorite type of series?
My favorite type of series is sitcom because it's short and makes me laugh. So it's perfect for me day by day. And I like Modern Family, Baby Daddy, Friends. And what's the name of the other? I forget the name of the name.
How I Met Your Mother?
Yes, that. I love this kind of series.
Me too. It's better than Friends.
No, then that I was going to type it down. I was like, guys from Breakout Room 2, can you see my messages? Because I'm gonna throw a bomb. I'm gonna be like, what is better? Friends or How I Met Your Mother? And this can go on for like one year. We can keep the conversation going.
I think, I don't know. It's different for me. It's different Friends and the How I Met Your Mother, but the people say it's more. But I think it's so different. So I don't know.
I think they're pretty much the same. They just made in a slightly different way. So we would not compare How I Met Your Mother to Friends, but I kind of think that Friends is amazing, but how is it possible that they are always at 11 a.m. midday in a coffee shop? At 9 a.m. I'm already working, you know what I mean? So it's like it's impossible. And it makes more realistic that the friends meet at the bar because they go for drinks. So How I Met Your Mother made it nicer because you're just like you meet for drinks. That's real life. Well, you don't really go and meet your friends for coffee. Barely you meet your friends for coffee, but you always meet your friends for drinks, for beer. You know. So but I love Friends. For me, it's Friends, and then what's the one with Bazinga? Sheryl
The Big Bang Theory.
Theory. I love that one. So that's Friends, Big Bang Theory, and then How I Met Your Mother. But those three are just like the best. What about the other ladies? You were so talkative. I needed to keep quiet.
I like a thriller and sitcom because in the past I never watched a series in my life. I'm just watching a movie, but I started watching Half to Men, Two Men's Half. I don't remember exactly the name.
2.5.
2.5 Men, yes, 2.5 Men. So I laugh a lot. I don't know, because I'm studying for in the next interview I'm start as friends. So because it's finished, I'm saying okay, I need to follow, but you don't need to continue because every episode is starting and ends. So a lot of episodes different. So you can fall in one when you have time. So you don't worry for I need to watch in the next thing. So it's calm and just relaxing, eat the chocolate or popcorn. I really enjoy this. But yeah, I really like a thriller as well. Just I think it's perfect match sometimes. You watch a thriller and then you watch a sitcom.
Oh, how about you, Yasmin and Daniela?
I am between sitcom and thriller too. I love thriller like Orphan Black and Pretty Little Liars. And sitcom, I love Disney sitcoms like Austin Alley. It's one of my favorites.
And how about you, Daniela?
I like sitcom, like How I Met Your Mother, Mother Family. I love Mother Family, and they just released the last season, and I want to watch. And I like a thriller as well, like Stranger Things was the last series, like of this type of thriller. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, I think most of us really enjoy thriller and a sitcom, right? Pretty much everyone here said like at least sitcom or thriller. I think I just don't watch horror movies. I hate horror movies. So that goes for series as well. If there's like horror series or I mean that's a little bit scarier, I'm just not gonna watch it. I hate it. I cannot watch it and then I have to sleep alone. I'm like, no, because I live by myself. So no way. um, let's go to question 3. And this is that how much time do you spend a week watching series? Too much? More than you would like to?
For me, movies every single day, really. Every single day I watch one movie. And series I started and I need to finish. So I think I'm spent 2 hours in my day every time, just because I really want to finish. I'm a curious person. Just I'm trying follow the next episode. I think just 2
How
hours.
about 2 hours a day? Is that what you spend?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Before sleeping.
Wow. How about you, Yasmin?
I spent more, but now I spend like 1 hour per week.
How about you, Daniela?
So I try to like 2 episodes per week is my my goal. But these last weeks I haven't um, seen series.
And you, Manu?
Well, I don't spend a lot of time watching series or movies because I prefer read in my free time. But at the weekends, I prefer watching one movie for weekends. So that is it.
And you, Lucilia? How much time do you spend?
More than I should, but now I'm controlling myself. I just try to watch when I'm lunching. But sometimes I finish lunching and keep watching more than I should. But I'm more controlled than I was. So
I
that's
had
it.
to like that as well, that I could sometimes you just cannot stop. It's just going so well. You're just like, okay, one more, one more, one more. And then when you look at the clock, it's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. You're like, oh my God, I have to wake up at 6. And then you force yourself to bed. So we're gonna go to question 4, which is what platform do you use the most? And I'm asking that question because then we can learn new platforms to watch new series and to keep on spending time watching series and movies. So I always use Netflix, but I know about Stan. I don't know if you ladies have heard of it. STAN. Stan is another kind of like a Netflix competitor. And then now we have Disney Plus, but I haven't watched Disney Plus. So pretty much I spend my time on Netflix. How about you, ladies?
I use a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. You can go. I use Netflix and Sky. And because I like some original series in Sky because it's mini series. So the last was Undoing with Nicole Kidman and Eric Ramirez. I love this actor. Just a thriller and it's really, really good. I use a lot, just not one, but Netflix, Amazon, Telecine, HBO, and I get a lot of friends which has an account, so I don't have to pay. I never paid anything. I just take the key and access on my computer. And now I was trying to find a friend to give me the key to Disney Plus, but I didn't. No one that I know had an account and Disney Plus because it's expensive. So now when I want to see something as WandaVision, I don't know if you heard that the mini series that is a short series. I don't have Disney Plus, so I was watching in the piratery, and the website is not totally legal, and call it Superflix. It's amazing. The quality is really good, and we got subtitles in English. It's Superflix. 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 I love it. It's illegal, but I love it.
Well, I
This is gonna be on YouTube, Lucy.
I'm sorry. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't see this, guys. Don't hurt me.
well, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Global Play, and Disney Plus. And there are also passion flicks because have a lot of romance movies, and I like to watch this kind of movies. So that is it.
How about you, Yasmin? Which platform do you use to watch your series?
I use Netflix because I like to watch some history things, and Amazon because I like to watch The Boys.
But they stopped on season 2, right? Have they released season 3 already?
Yes, I haven't finished because I didn't want to finish. So I'm waiting.
And how about you, Daniela? Which platform do you use?
I use Netflix, just Netflix. Sometimes when I want to watch just like a movie, for example, Bacurau, the national movie, I I use Google Play, but just to watch this movie, and then how to say, I cancel the account.
Oh, I think I learned quite a few new names. Superflix, and I forgot the name of the other ones. But yeah, for me, it's mainly Netflix. And then when I wanted to watch The Boys, then I paid for Amazon. Passionflix. Wow, okay. And then I watched WandaVision, and my boyfriend cheated on me. He watched it by himself. He watched the last 4 episodes by himself, and I was like, "Oh my god!" We were watching it together, and then he watched. He couldn't hold it, and then he watched it. I was like, "Oh no, cheated!"
There are some rules when you start watching series together automatically. So I said to my boyfriend, you never, if you start some series that you never watch alone again, you need to wait with me. You should watch it for me. It's the first rule when you start series together. Because he talked to me, so it's no more interesting.
I did the same. So we started WandaVision, and then he watched the last 4 episodes, 3 episodes without me, and he finished it. I haven't finished that yet, but then we started Line of Duty, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna give it back. And now I watched the whole season 3 without him, and I'm waiting for him to finish season 3 so we can keep on. We can watch from season 4, because I think they just released season 6. Line of Duty is very cool, and I am just waiting for the people to come back, because then we're gonna go. Okay, yeah, they'll be back in 10 seconds, because we're gonna go to the coolest question, which is
I'm sorry.
what is your, hold on. Hey guys, welcome back. Can you all hear me? You're all so quiet.
Hi.
Okay, so which question did you guys stop in the other room? Which questions did you stop at?
I think I
Which
guess.
platform we use? Or
Yeah.
Have you all answered that? Great, because we just did the same timing, and love it. Because I wanted to leave question 5 last, because we could all be together and we could type down all the series, so we can spend thousands of our hours a week watching series and wasting our time instead of working, just watching series. No, I'm just joking. So the question, I've just realized I made, there's a typo in question 5, so I'm gonna what is, again, your all-time favorite series? Perfect. This is the question I want to ask you guys. And it is, what is your all-time favorite series? What is your favorite one? What is the one that you love the most? And I'll let you, Anna, start.
Oh my goodness, that is really hard. No, I have no clue. I cannot say like all time, no. But I would say siempre bruxa. I'm not a great with Spanish, but it is the name. I love it. And yeah, just this. It is available on the Netflix. Just say it.
Oh, can you, whenever you guys go on telling us what is your favorite series of all times, can you type it down in the chat as well so we can all see and we can make a list and then we can save it for later. Who else wants to go? I'll leave you guys do it randomly. Doesn't go. You go ahead, Junior.
I have watched Outlander. Outlander. I won't be able to explain a lot, but this series take place on Scotland and is a romance, and they can travel through the time. And I loved most this series. I can recommend. I think right now there is the 50th season on Netflix.
Like it, Mariani. Already on 65. So
no, the post often comments are why. Just it's not for me, but it's my favorite series on my the last one I'm doing, just mini series, is thriller. Just I can say all the time at the moment, but it's recently my mind, so really enjoy. So I never finish a big and series, you understand? Just a lot of season, just not. But yes, the last time is good. I'm doing.
the last time?
I watched the last time, the last series is naming Undoing.
Undoing.
Yes.
And where did you watch it? Netflix?
No, in Sky.
I don't have Sky. Okay. Who else?
Should be me. I said my favorite one all time is Breaking Bad, but I think my favorite in my life is Grey's Anatomy because I never gave up. It's really really long, and I watch it at all the seasons, and now I'm watching the last season, the 60, yeah, 60, no, 16, the 16th season. So that's it. There's a Netflix, and you can watch on Netflix, and Grey's Anatomy you can also watch on Global Play and Amazon.
Oh, anyone else?
Well, my favorite.
Go on. Very fast.
Thank you. My favorite series is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a sitcom. It's available on Netflix and have seven temporadas. Temporada is season, and have 7 seasons.
Anderson, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, no problem. So I have two all-time favorite series. First is Prison Break. Second is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Okay. I think everybody just read about it. So I will suggest another series, Chernobyl. It's amazing. I suggest people watch this series, and I will suggest one movie is a, I don't know in English, but in Portuguese is a Crimonia. I think it's a ceremony, something like this. It's amazing move. So I suggest you watch this move. You will learn so much about this move. So there is something that don't depend of has, but it's time, you know, you don't need time. So in this movie, you will learn so much. Okay.
As you mentioned about movie, has anyone watched Justice League, the 4 hours movie? No one yet? Yeah, it's a 4 hour movie. I watched over the weekend. It's not like wow, not like the Avengers, but it's cool. So, but sorry, I just mentioned movie because he Anderson mentioned it. But I wrote it down, and Anderson Chernobyl is amazing. It's HBO, right? HBO. How about you, Sylvia? What is your all-time favorite series?
I agree with Yasmin about Grey's Anatomy. I can't stop because I had to finish. I have to finish. I really love Breaking Bad. I think it's the best one for me. But I started fun series with Lost, so I have a space in my heart for Lost because it's like a booming all series. Lost changed all the subjects and the period of time, and I don't know. Lost is I have this feeling for Lost because it's different. But I prefer Grey's Anatomy. I like drama. I like the stories. I like the characters. I like all the drama all the time. So I really love Grey's Anatomy.
And let's hear from you, Yasmin. What's your favorite?
One of my favorite is Pretty Little Liars. Pretty Little Liars because it's a thriller.
Is it on Netflix?
I think yes.
Oh. And how about you, Daniela?
So my favorite is Mother Family. It's very, how to say, uh, it's good like to cheering you up. Like it's the episode's plot is very funny and easy to follow and short, like 20 minutes each episode. But for example, nowadays have 11 seasons. So for some people maybe to start is a challenge, but I really recommend. It's very funny.
That's the one with Sofia Vergara, no?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I watched the first episode that the guy thinks that her husband is his father. Guy goes like, "Is this your father?" And she's like, "No, that's
Yeah.
mine." Hey, how about you, Wendell? What is your favorite series?
Uh, oh, nowadays I have been watching a series called Green Leaf about religion, money, and power, the church in United States. But I share with my roommates that I don't like to watch series. I know that it's a sin, because I addict so fast. So I don't. I spend all my day, watching all the episodes. So I avoid to start this to watch a good series. Like I know that Breaking Bad's amazing. I know that Game of Thrones is amazing as well, but I can't start to see.
Gotcha. Can you write down the name of the series in the chat so I can copy and paste over here as well? I
Yeah.
can't. Has everybody answered that? Yeah, I think so, right? Am I missing anyone? Grandleaf. Is it on Netflix, Angel?
Yeah.
Guys, I cannot believe that none of you said Friends. Come on. I love plenty of series, but there's none that has a better vibe than Friends. It's just so kind of like easygoing. You know, it's just kind of you watch and then you laugh and then you cry, but you cry laughing. They make everything so funny. And what I love the most is like, I love watching the bloopers that they make mistakes and they have to record because I laugh so much. And many of the times you can see that they tried so hard that the one that went to TV, they are still laughing. They kind of like holding the laugh, and that's when I laugh the most because that shows how much fun they were having while recording. And I also think that Friends is one of the series that's the one that had the least problems because all of them are still friends and they worked together for years and years and they are still close friends, not like super close, but they all have a good relationship. What usually happens during the seasons are people fight or they don't like each other and they just do the series because they are being paid for. And you kind of feel the tension, even though they recording the actors, but you can kind of be like, it's not as cool anymore. And we're friends. That hasn't changed. They did the whole thing for many years and it's still funny. And it's like they did it in the 90s and we are in 2020 and it's still funny. The jokes, it just makes me feel like I want to go back to the 90s. So I love Friends. I think it's my all-time favorite ever. I have that mug. I went to the Perk. Come on. What's the name? Perk. The coffee shop. Forgot. Perk something. And I went to that place in Singapore because they have one in Singapore and one in New York. I went to the place, I bought the mug, and I have trivia, Friends trivia. It's just kind of like I'm one of those crazy people that have everything with their names on it. But Central Park. Yeah, Central Park. Sorry, I cannot believe I forgot the name of the coffee shop. And I think when I go to New York, I have to go to Central Park to visit. But I think that's it. France is my all-time favorite, and I cannot believe none of you said that.
I started watching Friends a few months ago because in my mind you need to follow, because it's so long. In my mind, so no. I'm just if I'm starting, I never finish it. When my friends say no, you can't. You just relax, just step by step. So if you want to watch it today, it's okay. If you forget tomorrow, that's okay too. Just you can relax. And so yeah, it's really good. But I'm just watching the first season, but it's really good.
I think.
I prefer How I Met Your Mother. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't like you anymore, Lucilia. You're out.
Bye.
Like How I Met Your Mother, but Todd is just so dumb. It's just like that is not possible. No one is that dumb in real life. You know what I mean? Like he's played at all times with all his girlfriends, and he can never ask the girl that he likes out. He never asks Robin out. He can never get Robin, and it's just like this is not true. Todd, you dumb.
Yeah, but Ross, I can say I like the end. The last season, the 9th season, was really bad, and I hated the end. But
oh my God, the worst. It's just like I cannot believe it.
yeah, but Ross is too dumb as well. And Rachel, I have to tell you, I didn't finish the whole series, but I got a lot of spoilers, so I know what happens to Rachel and Ross and what Rachel has to give up. I mean, what she has to give up.
I did not agree with that either. I was like, no, I don't, because she was going to get a very good career and she could be big. Yeah. And I'm just like, why would you do that? I understand you love someone, but then just long distance relationship still works, especially when you are going to earn that much money that she was about to. So it's just like you can just fly back home, you know. I didn't like that either. But I hate the end of How I Met Your Mother.
Me
He just
too.
goes and he steals the thing and he takes it back and you're just like, oh, is this all?
Me too.
Never watch it. So
I think they just put that end to replace, not to replace, to, how can I say, um to use the video that they grabbed in the beginning just for that, because it's really nice, a beginning, end who is grabbed, who is made from the beginning, end to a series, which is made from the beginning, I don't know if you understand me, but you watch it, so just for that.
Yeah, and I think that the way that they finished How I Met Your Mother, it was kind of like, okay, let's rush because we have to finish it. Let's just write whatever. And then it just feels like the guy was just like, okay, I only have 1 more hour to finish this assignment. I'm just gonna bullshit my teacher. You know, it's just kind of like in linguiça. That's how I think they finished the season. I was
Like
just
Game
like,
of Thrones, exactly like Game of Thrones. The same feeling for me.
I haven't watched Game of Thrones, so I can say. But guys, we passed for 4 minutes because that's how much I love Friends. I can go on talking about Friends and How I Met Your Mother, but we're past 4 minutes, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Just so before you go, they will send you a feedback. They will ask you for feedback, so they'll send you a questionnaire. If you guys can please fill that in, that would be good for us because they need to know how I am doing, but also how the TNT is doing and if there's anything that we can improve. And they also ask for suggestions. And they also ask for suggestions for titles. So for next week, what do you guys think we should talk about if you're joining? What would you like to talk about if you were joining again?
Now?
We can choose two series and to talk about which one's the best, like Friends and How I Met Your Mother. I watch both. I really enjoy during the time I watch, but there are some problems now because I hate Ross, I hate Ted, but when I was watching, I really have fun. I really love Barney like this, but I think it is somewhere against somewhere or something against something, and I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
suggestion.
I agree. Or novels. You can talk about novels.
You
Who,
know what?
who
What do
yes.
you think about this? Junior, you go because you were muted and you were going to say something and then you muted yourself. You say it first.
I would say music would be a nice theme to talking about music. I think
That's
music
actually
or shows, work turns.
Oh, amazing. I had this question when Sylvia said mentioned something about How I Met Your Mother and Friends, and I think, what do you guys think? Should I create some kind of like to create an argument and to create a discussion? So next week, I think we should do this. Whoever joins, depending on how many people, I'm going to split into different rooms and I'm going to bring two topics and we're going to choose two people to talk for 1 or 2 minutes to defend that topic. And the other one has to defend the other topic, like coffee or Red Bull or coffee or tea. And then we can create some kind of discussion. So we don't have to have just one topic. We can choose different topics, and the people who are going to be talking about, to be discussing, disagreeing, they have to choose the topic that they're going to talk about. But then we can kind of like, we're going to practice our English. We'll be forced to, but it will also have to be forced to practice our argumentation. So whenever we are trying to convince someone about something. And instead of doing that in Portuguese, we'll do that in English. What do you think?
Perfect.
And we can even put
Perfect.
music. We can say that Metallica is better than Anita. And then you're going to have to be like, oh, who's going to decide for Anita and who's going to choose for Metallica? And then we're going to have to fight. Cool. And guys, and I'm gonna, I wrote down all the questions, all the topics you guys mentioned, and I will hopefully see you next week. I know that not everybody comes every weekend, but I hope to see you guys again someday.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today.